tuning in. My name is Nate Zuniga, joined as always by my beautiful wife, Tiffany. We are the lead pastors of Salvation Home. Salvation Home is a brand new church that meets at the airport area YMCA in Bedford, Texas. We meet every Sunday at 10 a.m. We would love for you guys to join us in person or online. Well, tonight is a very, 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 very important night because tonight we're celebrating 2 years. Yes, we are so excited. For the past 2 years, we've been doing our Wednesday night videos, and if you followed along, if you've been following along, if you've never seen us before, we felt led by God to go and start a church, and we didn't know how to do that, and so we sought counsel and talked to different people, and one of our close friends just said, hey, why don't you guys start some kind of online ministry? Just get online, jump online. And so without any training, we had no idea what we were doing. We just had a phone, a tripod. We jumped online, and 2 years ago we started doing our Wednesday night videos, and man, it has just been such a blessing and honor to be able to just speak into you guys. Babe,
Yeah.
Is there something you want to say for 2 years of faithfulness to our Wednesday night video?
I just want to say thank y'all for everybody that watches and comments and supports us by prayers and everything else. It means everything to us. And he said we had a phone and a tripod. We actually, for our first couple, we had a phone and a lamp. And we set it up against like the lamp, and we set it up against books, and it was like we were trying to talk to y'all down here. It's really hilarious, and I'm so glad that we were able to have this opportunity and to keep it going.
Yeah, it was just, here's what I would tell everybody. Listen, when God puts something on your heart, you can think of any and every excuse as to why you can't,
Yes.
right? God, we don't have the money, we don't have the people, we don't have the resources, we don't have this and that. Listen, God just says, when I ask you to do something, you just be faithful with what you do have.
Yes.
And all we had was our phone and a heart and a desire to see where God wanted to take us. And here we are 2 years later, and we've weathered some storms. We've gone through some challenges and difficulties, but listen, we're now meeting on Sundays. We now have a great team and a good group of people that are joining us on Sundays. We're now starting to see the vision that God gave us, right? The heart that God wanted us to start our church with, which was to make a difference, to make an impact in the community, go out and touch people's lives. And listen, Salvation Home, we shared this with our team. We've served almost 10,000 meals over the pandemic. We've given away 250 backpacks. That is just who we are. That is what we bleed. And we even changed the slogan of our church to bringing life into the community, because that's what we're about, right? It's not just about church on Sunday. It's about getting out and sharing the gospel and blessing your community, and your community knowing, hey, our local church is here to help and support us.
Yes, and we do it because not just that we're being obedient to Christ, but that is how He made us. He embedded that in us. And when we do, when we're being obedient to Him, it just flourishes and it comes out and it just spills out of us. And everyone that's on our team is the exact same. When we started, we kept hearing, okay, now you have to go and make people just like you. And I kept thinking, like, God, I don't know how to do that. And He was like, that's because you don't do that. I've already done that, and I will supply them. And I was like, oh, thank you for taking that off of us, because that's all I kept hearing is, great, y'all two are awesome. Y'all go out, y'all help the community. Y'all help when people are in, disasters, natural disasters. Now, go make other people like y'all. It's not about making people like us. It's about just being obedient to God and being obedient to Christ and just watching Him pour into us. And when He does that, it's like the blessings just come, and they come in people. They come in serving hearts. And that's what we have, and that is our team. That our team is amazing.
Yeah, I think, when we first started this, there was a lot of fears money and people and different things like that. But the best thing that we ever did was take that first step.
Yeah.
And when you begin to take the steps of obedience to what God's calling you to do, He provides everything that you're going to need. And tonight we're going to talk about this. The title we wanted to put, it's 2 years. Yes, great, but we wanted to speak something tonight. Is having peace in times of panic. That I think is fitting, because I had a panic moment just today. It's hard, and we've always shared with you guys, we will always be 100% transparent through this whole journey. And my wife, she still doesn't stop yawning when I'm talking. It still bothers me. It's still hard when she yawns. I mean,
it's a nervous yawn, y'all. It's a nervous yawn. It's not like I'm so tired.
With 2 years of this,
still.
we would get over it. We're still not there yet. But we've shared with you guys, we're always going to be honest. People think, they see all the things we've done, and they don't understand, and they don't realize, the sacrifices that are made when you do this, right? What you're signing yourself up for. You're signing yourself up to say, my schedule is not mine anymore.
Yes.
I don't get to do what I want anymore. I don't get to go where I want anymore, because now our lives are around what God has called us and asked us to do. And you know what? I think the reality is we do that with God. Is we want God to revolve around our schedules. We want to fit Him in where we can, right? Like, I've got this, and that, and we just piece God into our lives, when it's the complete opposite. When we ask God to come into our lives and we make Him Lord, it should be us revolving our lives around Him.
Yeah.
And that's not always easy, but it's how it should be. It should be, God, you're first, right? Like, obviously, our relation, our marriage, our home, our family, then the church, but God Himself, He's first. And this is what He's called us and asked us to do. And so we revolve our lives and we revolve our schedules around Him and what He's planned and what He's called and what He's asked us to do. But that's not always easy. You're signing yourself up to possibly fail. What if I don't make it? What if the church never opened, right? 2 years ago, we had no idea where we were going to be.
Yeah.
Right? We knew God had asked us to start a church. We didn't know where it was going to be. We didn't know how it was going to happen. And the biggest fear is, God, what if it doesn't even happen? What if we heard you wrong? What if we didn't? And you set yourself up to possibly fail. And we were going to fail publicly, because the reality is we had started an online thing. And so if we were going to fail, we were going to fail in front of everybody. And that's a fear, to fail in front of everybody. Like, these guys are talking about starting a church. What if it never happens, right? You sign yourself up to having things happen, like relationally with other people. That's just a difficult thing. Like, you're signing your life up to have people judge you, look at you, think different about you, and it's tough. It is a challenge, and it is a difficulty. But the title we wanted to talk about was Panic, or Peace Over Panic. So I got to share with what's going on right now, because we've got people at the door. Hi, how are you doing?
So our house is always open, and when it is open, the door is always unlocked, and it really is. It's like the Fuller House, and they always say the door is always open. Our door is always open. We have our friends here, Jeremiah and his mom, and Jeremiah comes in the house all the time, and it's always open. So that's what's going on behind the camera right now.
And if you hear the dogs barking, then
the dogs are going crazy. But you know what? That's so great, because this is our life. We like he said, we're always transparent, and we're always having something going on, and we love it. And we're just happy that y'all get to come along with us. This is the Zuniga house, where everything is always loud and everybody's always welcome, and let them out before they drive me nuts. So this is gonna be a happy 2 years. I'm glad this is all happening live, so that way y'all are part of this. And it's not a let's edit this out, let's cover this up, this has to be a perfect video. Our life isn't perfect. Sometimes our videos aren't perfect. stop messing with those. Just take those away, please. We have bells going on in the background. It's a happy 2 years, and I'm so glad that we are just going to continue to do this.
I love what you just said, because I think that's what we want, you know, especially in social media. You want the perfect picture, you want the perfect, you know, everybody to see, but you don't want people to see the noise, and you don't want people to see the challenges and difficulties. And I think that's that if we were going to have 2-year celebration of
This
anything,
is it.
it's it. Like, it's just, it's us. It doesn't, nothing, we can't hide anything. We can't, you know, it's just who we are. And
But
so,
can I touch on
yeah.
something that you did say? He was talking about, you know, sometimes we go on social media and we see everyone's having fun and living their lives, and we try to fit, you know, Jesus into our schedule, and he's absolutely right. You know, that is the complete opposite. And I find that the more I leave my old life behind, and the more everyone's like, hey, let's go do this and let's go do that. And I'm like, I can't, you know, I have church. It's not a bad attitude that I have. It's like, oh, I can't go. I got to go to church. Like, I'm not like that. I'm excited about it. And it's almost like, you know, I hear Jesus, you know, tell the fishermen, you know, leave your boats, come follow me. That was their job. That was their life. That was their everything. That's how they paid for stuff. My life has become that. I've left that old schedule that, you know, feel free to go do whatever I want with my time, because my time does no longer belong to me, but it belongs to Christ. So my life, my heart, my love, my all goes to him before it goes to anything else. And then everything else gets the left behind stuff. Oh, I have 5 minutes here? Okay, that's cool. Maybe I can go and take a walk, or maybe I can go and do this. But it is, my life is God, it's my family, and then it's everything else after. And I can say it, and I can prove it, and it's in my every single day. It's not just a saying, it's not just something that, oh, you know, that's great. It's not that, and I love it, and I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Yeah. So happy 2 years, guys. I wish we would have been able to get into a little bit more than we did. We'll be back next week. You know, we've been sharing with you guys. We've been looking at different times. So I think 6 o'clock is our best time we've had. So I think we're going to start doing Wednesdays at 6 o'clock just to catch you guys at a good time. You can watch it now, later, but thank you guys so much. 2 years, and what a great, you know, 2 years it is, and we're thankful for it. But
Yes.
This Sunday, 10 a.m., is Mother's Day. We've got a special gift for all the moms. We got photo booths. We got all kinds of stuff. Come join us, 3524 Central Drive, Bedford, Texas, 76021. Everybody come see us on Mother's Day. We love you. Have a great day.